My next guest here is one of 14 Democrats to denounce Biden's border policies in a House vote. And he also just launched the Democrats for Border Security Task Force, which he co-chairs. Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to ask you, what do you hope to accomplish with the Democrats for Border Security Task Force?
You know, we need to make sure that both Democrats and Republicans work together to secure the border. It's very simple. I mean, with all due respect to the Republicans, they don't have all the answers. I think working with Democrats, all of us can work together, and our goal is to secure the border.
Yeah, so the resolution says President Biden purposely violated United States immigration law, has operated an open border agenda. Why do you think the president then has allowed this to happen?
Well, you know, the resolution was written by, with all due respect, by Republicans, so they certainly put certain language there. Do I agree with the high numbers of people coming in, the people that are turning themselves in, or the getaways? So we really don't know how many getaways have been. I don't like the high numbers. Now, I would say from December of last year to now, the numbers have been cut down. And if you look at the history, how migrants go to the border, you know, first it was South Texas, then it was Eagle Pass, it was El Paso, then it was Arizona, California. The cartels are very agile, so they'll move over to wherever they think there's less resistance.
I'm curious, Congressman, if nothing changes, would you vote again for President Biden in the next presidential election?
Yes, I will. Look, you know, he wanted to support the Senate. He worked on the Senate bipartisan border deal, and our Republicans don't want to even consider it. So he's trying. So yes, I would support him. You know, doesn't mean that I agree with him 100%. Nobody agrees with, you know, if it's a Republican, they don't agree with Trump 100%. But yes, I'll support President Biden. But again, when it comes to border security, the Senate deal was something that we need to take a look at.
Yeah, but the House passed one, 3 years ago, and we've seen, these surges coming, wave after wave after wave, and now in an election year, the president is deciding to push this. Isn't that a little suspect?
Well, you know, the HR, I think it was HR2, what the House put together, they didn't even talk to any of us. Look, I'm at the border. I don't just come in, take photos at the border for a couple hours and then take off. I live here. I talk to Border Patrol. I talk to ICE. I talk to CBP, the folks that are at bridges. And again, I want to make sure that if we do something together, let's work. But the other thing is, look, on the appropriations, if you look at the last 2 years of appropriations, Homeland appropriations, we added $2.4 billion to CBP, except for two Republicans are still in the House. Two Republicans are still in the House. Every single Republican voted to add more money for Border Patrol, add new Border Patrol agents, add technology. They voted against $2.4 billion the last two elections. So the last two appropriations. So again, look, you know, you just can't say it's a Democrats or it's a Republicans. We need to start playing politics in Congress and do what we need to do and secure the border.
So, Congressman, in the last 30 seconds, the administration wants to process these migrants faster with more of the money that you've been talking about. No mention of slowing the flow crossing the border illegally. What's your position on where the money should go? Faster processing or stopping the hundreds of thousands crossing illegally each month?
Look, we need to put money with judges, asylum officers. We need to detain people. We need to see if they qualify for asylum. And if they don't, then you need to deport them. Just like, you know, it's been done in the past. You need to detain, see if they qualify, and if not, quickly deport them. That's the consequences that we need at the borders.
Congressman Cuellar, thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming on.